The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yellow, 43, check.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go, set. 45, White. Ready?
Once again, it's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Sometimes your process get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Down. 33, yellow. Pearl green. Ready.
Throwing. Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Love, he's going to change the play here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here we go. Fight. Ready. Black shot. Seal. Black. Cut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Red, cycle, you, black 40.
Here's Love. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, his first throw of his playoff matchup is intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Yellow, one. Here we go. Ready?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 48-yard line.
45. Right. Ready?
Love now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wade. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Now they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Love from the gun. That's taken in by Golden. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Love looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, 27 yards. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Penix being chased out left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And looking to throw, Penix. This is caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 29 yards. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Who able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, 74 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Falcons 7. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. To the air, Penix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Penix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they had a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
At the 22-yard line.
Stop. 17. Black dot. Green back. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he is caught. And he's finally taken down. And it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready.
Love will sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Love will sneak it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Now Penix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll throw with Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Penix working out of the gun here. Locates Mooney on the out route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Back to throw again. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
And the Packer first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Now Love. Escaping the pressure right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
It's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close, they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception, almost.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Falcons 14.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
38.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Love wants to shift things around.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. So he stopped for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Love. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got this to Algier. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Algier will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good.
He'll look to throw. Dumps this one off to Algier. They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Penix. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Quinn Walker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Love from the gun on 3rd down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
They've got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Tough one there. First drive in the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's thrown underneath to Algier. And he gets us from the midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. And looking to throw, Penix. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
To the air, Penix. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Wide open receiver complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To throw now, here's Love. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back. Deep got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Hard to forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Fourth down and goal.
They are going for it. Penix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney from 3 yards out. And the Falcons take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers! Matthew Golden, 65 yards. And the Packers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's Penix. That one deep for London. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, so that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. So the completion gets him just a yard, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Love. A throw left side, it's hauled in by Golden. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he stopped immediately there. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Red, yellow, 22. Yellow, blue. Hey, confused.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On now is the Packers punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. I mean, hey, somebody gotta do it. I see the G. Hey, watch do it. Outside off from the music. Turn his TV off. Ain't with my type activities, and don't you get involved.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Penix.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
They'll throw with Penix. Locates Mooney on the out route.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
Got a man and he hits him in stride.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Pick up at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On third down, Penix from the gun. This to Pitts, and he's got it. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Lining up for the point after.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Falcons 31. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This 2nd and 4. On play action. Love to throw. That's taken in by Golden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down.
38. Come on, right, 97. Yellow, black shot. Claws red. Blue striker.
Love now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And now Love going to change things up. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Dumps this one off to Algier. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Penix working out of the gun here. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Love from the gun.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll try the left side.
Corbin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This is 1st and 10.
Red, yellow. Let's go now. Claws red. 10 black. Stick. Black. Red. Drill green.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And that's caught inside the 35. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now Love. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Trouble
Love, he's going to change the play here.
Blaster, stick. Black shot. Set.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing. And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Brings up second down at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
Here's second down and 3.
Ready. 52 close. Ready?
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Love. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by McManus is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's first and 10. He's back to throw. That's caught by Pitts. And he's got a first down as he's tackled inbounds at midfield.
That's good for a Falcons first down.
They'll look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's second down. Back to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think?
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Coop 32.